Welcome to Super Metroid! I'm Chaotic Law, and it's been a while since we last did anything, so hence why we're here now. Let us get started.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
So anyway, the Metroid series is one of Nintendo's own IPs, and overall I reckon it's probably one of the more fun ones anyway. You've seen Mario and Zelda and all of that stuff, but I'm personally a fan of the exploration that Metroid gave to the gaming world. This introduction very much recaps the first two games that lead into this, aka Metroid and Metroid 2: The Return of Samus. Basically, a whole bunch of destroying Metroids to stop them being used for bad purposes, and we went on a eradication mission, but only one of them survives at the very end. And I figured, hey, why not use them for research? And so that's what happened. Anyway, just before we begin, just gonna let you know that this isn't the traditional Super Metroid. This is in fact Project Base, version 0.72 to be precise. It adds a whole bunch of stuff onto the existing base planet of Zebes, but also does a whole bunch more. More mechanics, much faster pace. So be aware of that if you plan on playing this yourself. If you haven't played the original, I'd suggest you do so before going into this, otherwise you might be spoiled by some of the flexibility that you gain through this. So first off, here we are in Ceres Station, aka the Space Colony. You can hear the alarm in the background if you listen. No one seems to be around. I think it's a little unfortunate that the people that designed this didn't make the space colony much bigger, but it is the introduction area, so I can't really say much about that afterwards. Anyway, we come to this room, and there's the Metroid. Unfortunately, we can't just collect it and run away with it. There's Ridley! Shoot it to hell! Unfortunately, it decides to take a trip and leaves us here. And with it, the station has gone dark. Unlike in the original Super Metroid, you'd normally get a escape sequence, but I reckon this does just as well, and it doesn't pressure the player into doing anything. Anyway, that's it for this place. And so we leave the space colony in search of Ridley and the Metroid lava. So let us go down to the planet below. So there are quite a number of changes made in Project Base, such as changed backgrounds. But the one thing that this particular edition, I'm using the vanilla palettes. So that way it looks pretty close to the original Metroid, but keeps all the changes that were made without the colours being different. I'm not really much of a fan of the new colors, but so yeah. Not really much we can do around here, so let's just head on down. You may recognize this shaft if you've played the original Metroid. The escape from Mother Brain. Not really so much a problem now. There's nothing left but a relic of the past. Anyway, we have a lift here that goes down, and it takes us straight on down to Brinstar. You'll recognize this if you've played the original Metroid at the very beginning at least. That one was really rather annoying to get through because you had a lot of repeating rooms that rather segments of a room that looked the same. Anyway, it's very easy to perform the mock ball, jump out of it, and then leap into another one. Also it has spin jump restart. And here we acquire our first set of missiles. Now if you've seen me play this before, you would note that it takes 5 missiles to open a door. In this case, however, we only need 1 for this edition. Really improves the flow quite a bit. Also, we can shoot these statue faces, but there's no going through here at the moment. We don't have anything to get through there. But we do have the backflip, which I'll make use of every now and again. It gets a little annoying though when trying to perform other moves. A whole bunch of water, a few spikes here and there. Slightly different from what you're used to. Also, the thing about enemy projectiles is that you can actually shoot them out of the sky. This energy tank would normally be in the ceiling of the room above, but in this case, it's actually here now. The spikes do quite a bit of sizable damage in its current state, so watch out. Anyway, let's head on up and collect another set of missiles. By removing the fanfare for a lot of the items, you can collect items reasonably quickly without having to worry about losing too much time if you're doing something like a speedrun, so yeah, it's always fun. Just gotta get through all these spiked areas first. So yeah, now we have 15 missiles. This early on. But yeah, that's all we can do in Brinstar for the time being, which is a lot more than what the original game did. You literally just ran to the end of a corridor and ran backwards. Anyway, back up to Criteria. And the whole planet has come alive, full of these space pirates that really aren't much of a threat. They die in one hit, and that's basically it for these guys. Anyway, let's just head our way back up. It's pretty simple to get through. You don't need to shoot these space pirates on the wall sometimes, but it'll really depend if you want to get through there fast or not. Yeah, we made it through in a reasonable amount of time, but if you've ever seen speedrunning events, that is not acceptable in any way or fashion. Instead of a map room, since everything is revealed on your mini-map automatically, as you can see, we have this extra little bonus room, leading us to more power-ups. Also, we have some very annoying lesser sleeves. we'll make use of various moves, such as the wall jump and backflip to get these items, just out of the fact that there are new challenges, so... At the moment, this is probably one of the most fastest moves that we actually have at the moment. Over on the left, we have our typical missile room. It requires bombs to get through, which is another one of those items that is pretty useful when it comes to exploring, at least. Anyway, just filling up on all those things there. We have bombs. Escape from this room is not really all that easy, so you're gonna have to kill it. Luckily, it's only just a few missiles. Like before, really. The battle goes a bit faster though, but so you gotta be careful of that. Anyway, let's get out of here. Come on. Nope. I'm not making that today, it seems. We just have to go out this other way. The escape out of bomb room is a little bit more easier to pull off now that, yeah, you can easily get into morph ball form. But then again, I'm not very good at it, especially when it comes to doing things on camera. These green pirates are immune to regular power beam shots, so just use a missile. Remember this door, we'll refer back to it later. Instead of rock gamers, we seem to have googly eyes and cargos.